Hey, what's up, everybody? YouTubers, I got a '03 Ford Expedition, 5.4 liter with a Triton motor, and we're gonna be doing an axle shaft. Actually, with the part that we're really gonna be doing that we're here to replace, it's called the integrated wheel end actuator, and this is what it looks like right here. And if you're looking for the part number, this is it right here. This is the connection right here that your line is, and there's just like three 8mm bolts holding it in right there. And the customer actually thought it was the axle shaft. So when I took it apart the first time, I saw that this basically was just fell apart in the ring right here, just fell apart. But if you need a part number, there it is right there. And you can only get this at the Ford dealership. You cannot get this anywhere. That's the part number right there. But you got to go to the Ford dealership. They got a monopoly on this part. It's about $160 with tax included. There's the name right there. But it's called the integrated wheel end actuator, or integrated wheel. They're gonna say integrated, yeah, integrated wheel end, basically service kit. But that's what it is. And if you're wondering what this stuff is on my head, this headgear, this is basically what I use sometimes when I'm at work at nighttime working on cars. It's also what I wear whenever I kick in your back door and take your family out when everyone's sleeping. Nah, I'm just playing. We don't do that. But nigga, I ain't laughing either. Haha. Anyway, let's do this shit. Let me show you how we do this shit right here. So, bam. First thing, you gotta take your wheel off. Next thing. Alright, this right here is gonna be a 14mm. But if it's the factory shit, it's probably gonna be a 13 or a 15. So boom, take that off. Before you take that off, you gotta take off the little dust cap. Just get your screwdriver, pop that off. Next thing, everything's basically a 21 here. Tie rod nut. Get your So we're gonna take off your tie rod nut, which is a 21 right here. You're also gonna be taking off this right here, which is the lower upper control arm, upper ball joint. This is a 21 also. So you got a 21 here, 21 on your tie rod. This right here was like a 14 aftermarket. And then if you look down in here, all of those are 12mm, 12.12 millimeters. These right here, that one, and you got about 6 of those, and those are 12mm. So I'm gonna just go ahead and knock them off right quick. Oh, I forgot. When you do this, you gotta have your nut on there for it to catch on. Back you up here. This is the part that we're replacing right here. But taking the axle shaft out. Basically, you have to take the axle shaft out in order to get that out right there. So next thing we're gonna do is take out these 12s right here. There's holy shit. Alright, so we're just taking out those 12s right now. And I also noticed another problem while we were down here. These are 8mm on the back of this integrated wheel end. This is a tool right here, Ingersoll. I ran 3/8 drive, air ratchet. It's like 180 foot-pounds. When I first started doing mechanic work, I thought bigger was better, and found out that really you probably want the smallest tools. You know, with a little bit of strength, but I never fucking use this tool, to be honest with you. Except today. But it is a fucking beast. With like way more torque than you probably need for a 3/8 ratchet. Let's see. Next thing. I'm gonna just tap this thing on the end with a air hammer. Air hammer, a needle, and I'm gonna just put it inside the hole on the end of the axle. All you gotta do is kind of wiggle it out. It all kind of comes out at the same time. See, this one right here has a lot of play in it right here, but this ain't really what I think is the problem. I think we kind of I'm gonna show you what I think is actually the real problem here. So boom, that's your axle shaft. That's how you get that out real good. Now, the problem actually is this right here. heavy. But it sounded like this right here was in there clunking around a lot. But as you can see, like, looks like some of the teeth are kind of tore up on it. And it had a lot of play up and down here. So, let me just take a look inside the transmission, see what we find. Okay, so I think I found the actual problem. It actually, well, this right here. Okay, so yeah, this is broke. You know, also I found something else that's broke. So this right here, you can see it. You got a very small amount of play here. And also these are broke off on the old one. So if you look at the old one, you see that amount of play is a whole lot larger than the new one. But when I took it apart the first time, like, basically you can see it's cracked right here. I don't know if you can see it or not. So I'm looking right here, but you can see it's busted right here. So, but I don't think this is the actual problem. I think the customer's concern is actually this right here. Well, it's actually not this, but if you look at this, at the teeth on the end, right here, I don't know if you can see it or not, but the teeth are a little scuffed up right here. But the teeth are a little chewed up right there on the very tip. All the way around. You probably see it right there a little bit better. Alright, but this is the concern is this fucking noise right here. This is what is really so I'm gonna put this back into the differential. This is just basically the end right here. So I put this back into the front diff and I'm about to spin it. And you listen. That's forward. This is reverse. That's what we're hearing right there. And then it's like I can just and also I'm just like pulling that shit out like it ain't nothing. And I noticed that there is no C-clamp right here on the end also. I believe there's supposed to be a damn C-clamp right there. Mechanics clip. Goes right into that groove right there. Because I shouldn't be able to just pull this out with my hand. I can just yank the shit out. That's what we're hearing right there. So the problem, and then there's a bunch of damn like metal flakes right here also. But yeah, the end of these teeth are really freaking chewed up though. Like as I'm looking at them closer, yeah, this is all chewed up. So I think what happened was this clip came off right here and it came out as that clip fell off. Then this, started coming out of the transmission, out of the front differential. So when that clip fell off, this started coming out, and as it did, the teeth were barely catching right here, and it chewed up the teeth. Like all the teeth are actually gone on the end right here. And I think it's probably tore up the damn gear in there. There's a lot of damn, that's a lot of damn metal dust in there. Yep. Okay, so I stuck this metal screwdriver down in this magnetic screwdriver down in there, and I don't know if you see this or not, but there's a lot of metal shavings on that screwdriver, and this is a magnetic tip, and I just stuck it down inside the front differential, I'm sorry. A lot of metal shavings on that. Lots and lots and lots. So actually that problem right here that we're actually hearing, this is what we're hearing again, and so this is actually what the problem is. The problem is going to be the damn front differential. So we're probably actually looking on a rebuild. And also this, we could just replace this maybe and put that C-clip back in there. The C-clip failure is probably what caused this right here. But also, this is gonna have to be replaced. But I don't know if that's gonna be any good. Just replacing this, I don't think it's gonna do it. We're gonna have to rebuild that front differential. But this is what we're hearing. That right there. That right there. Like all the time. Okay. So, what we got here, these teeth right here are chewed up really bad. So, what happened was the C-clip right here failed. The little mechanics clip that goes right here that holds this in to the front differential, that broke, fell off or whatever. So this comes out of the transmission, the front differential, I'm sorry, a little bit, and because it came out so far, the teeth were barely making contact with the splines here because it was about to come out of the front differential. So what that caused is basically the teeth to wear off on the end here and also inside the front differential. So in order to fix this correctly, we're gonna have to do a front differential rebuild, and also we're gonna have to replace this right here and put the mechanics clip back in here. But we do not have the parts right now to do that. So basically, we're just gonna put this back together, and I'm just gonna show you how to replace the CV axle or the transducer thing. But I'm not gonna replace that either. We're gonna send that part back. We don't need that. Anyhow, here we go. Just showing you basically axle shaft replacement. this on first. When you're putting this back in, you want to put your little ring back in there first. Alright. So anyways, I'm just kind of reversing the installation here. I mean, reversing the removal. I said reversing the installation. I'm sorry. Sometimes I'll be just saying stuff and then catching it later. Anyhow. Lord have mercy. I'm out here about to fall asleep. if you got a problem with like how much, you know, I be snorting and stuff like that, how many drugs I do or whatever, and you want to make a little comment about I need to go blow my nose, how about this? I pull out my dick and I give something for you to blow, bitch. How about that? How about that? You. Yeah. Now, as you see this, what's happening is you might encounter this sometimes. Now, what's happening here is I'm trying to turn this nut, and you'll see. That whole thing is spinning. So you don't want to hold it with a 21, right? So you hold that with a 21. Oh shit. Not sure how far that fitted, that it cut off somewhere here, but anyways, if you ever have you know that noise right there, like I just showed you, then and you can pull that part out on the end of the axle shaft, and it doesn't have any resistance, then you're probably gonna be looking at a front differential rebuild, and if you don't see any kind of, you know, axle grease or anything like that, or have any kind of clunking, I can see how, you know, you might think that's the axle shaft with that noise that it was making. You know, you might think it's a popping a CV joint, but you know, if you can pull that part out like I did, and there's no resistance, you should need like a big pry bar or something like that to get that out, to overcome that mechanics clip, so that you should be able to pull that out with your hand. So we're actually going to probably be looking at a front end rebuild on this, so we'll probably come back at you with that video. Anyways, I appreciate you watching, you know, the axle shaft replacement. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Peace.